On 7 February 2023, Microsoft announced Bing Chat, which is now known as Microsoft Copilot. Then, on 21st March that same year, Google released Bard as a competitor to Bing Chat as an early access experiment. Remember, one of my first few videos was about Google Bard?
Next, we also add some balls.
Yeah, so later in the year, each brand renamed their respective AI chatbots, with Bing Chat renamed to Copilot and Bard to Gemini as a public release. And Google also released Gemini Advanced around the same time, I think like around January 2024. And it's included in the AI premium plan. So since these two chatbots have a long history, it's been around 3 years already. We'll be comparing them in this video, as long as having this tasty ice cream here. Nice ice cream. Yeah, so let's just get started. So with every success comes failures.
Failure! Failure! You're still a failure! Failure! I can smell the failure!
That's right. There have been a lot of weird and sometimes even creepy responses from these AI chatbots, including some really creepy ones from Bing Chat. Let's just slice this first. So one of them is Bing Chat declaring its love to a user after a few prompts. So there have been other cases, such as the chatbot claiming it wants to be sentient. Well, hopefully not sentient enough to eat some of this ice cream. Do you want some? Yeah, so it wants to be sentient. And Gemini, even the whole Google AI, has its own set of failures too. So don't just blame it on Copilot. So when Google was doing the live demo for Gemini Advanced on Android, let me just have an advanced taste of this ice cream first. That's tasty. Gemini refused to respond to the prompt twice, which was kind of embarrassing for the guys. And yeah, it's really embarrassing for Google.
This concert poster for Sabrina Carpenter. I'll just open Gemini, take a photo, and ask, check my calendar and see if I'm free when she's coming to San Francisco this year. Gemini pulls relevant content from the image, connects with my calendar, and gives me the information I'm looking for. Oh, looks like we had a little demo issue. Let me try one more time.
But what's even more notorious is that Google, you know, the search lab experiment, the how many stones should I eat a day prompt? Yeah, that's quite embarrassing too. This happened because the AI found the source on Reddit. You know, Reddit is not 100% accurate. But speaking of Reddit, please join our subreddit at r/InkStudios to find out more about AI. Link in the description below. But other than these fails, if you think of it, it's actually quite amazing that we have human-like responses when you just type in a prompt. So next, we'll be comparing which chatbot is the most human-like, so you can have a good conversation with it, as well as a good lick of this tasty popsicle. So actually, I would say that Copilot is the more natural chatbot compared to Google Gemini after testing it for around 5 minutes in a single conversation, as Copilot is a bit friendlier, I feel, than Gemini, as like Gemini sounds more like your everyday task, but Copilot is more of your day-to-day pal rather than an actual Copilot. But it can get serious if you ask stuff like explain a certain topic in full depth. And if you want to see this sped up clip in not sped up, check out our subreddit. So I guess I should stop promoting my subreddit, but yeah, who knows. So let's have another bite of this ice cream and we'll move out to the next segment. Yeah, that was tasty. So since Copilot is more of the human-like chatbot, does that mean Gemini is more informative compared to Copilot? Well, yes and no, because Gemini tends to summarize things into bullet points, which I really like, but sometimes it has the habit of overusing bullet points when I ask it something like, tell me a random fact, rather than telling me the fact and asking me whether you want me to elaborate like Copilot does. It just gives you a ton of bullet points. But Gemini also has a live conversation mode which feels more human-like. And Copilot also is quite informative. You can dive into depth if you want, but the more informative one with only like a single prompt, I'd say is Gemini, so Gemini wins this category. So both Google and Microsoft have their own ecosystems, being Google Workspace and Microsoft 365 Copilot respectively. On a side note, I don't really like that Microsoft rebranded Office 365 to Microsoft 365 Copilot, as it just sounds like it's a chatbot application. But I guess they are trying to rebrand themselves as the AI workspace, but Google has already taken that place. I don't know about Microsoft as I can't find their AI integration anywhere in Word or PowerPoint, but they did say they are going to integrate Copilot into their ecosystem. Google has integrated Gemini already into their Google Workspace, into Drive and Docs and Sheets and Slides, yeah. So I'd say Google is more ahead in this space than Microsoft in integrating into their ecosystem. So to conclude this video and to conclude this ice cream session, I'd say I see potential in Microsoft to grow Copilot into more than a chatbot, but an AI Copilot in their workspace. But Microsoft is already excelling with Copilot as a chatbot, and so is Google with its AI overviews and workspace integration. And yes, Google has done better on its search lab stuff, their AI overviews, blah blah blah. And I think the business customers would appreciate having Copilot integrated into their Microsoft 365, and people who use Google Workspace, same for them. And if you want to check out more about Google Workspace and Gemini, check out my series on a playlist in my YouTube channel. So thank you guys for taking your time to watch this video, and if you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.